Okay, sorry about that, guys. It seems like the YouTube didn't get that live stream somehow. Okay, so what we were doing is we put the Oculus Quest integration into the Epic Games plugin folder. And now we're going to see if we can go to edit plugins and load the plugin. So edit plugins, mixed reality, XR visualization for XR HMDs, sure. So add content, plugin name, how do we add this? Quest, not in built-in, all plugins. Maybe it's called the meta sound. Okay, that's not what we want. We want the one that we just put in that folder. Okay, what if we hit add plugin here? And let's go ahead and copy the plugin name. Nope. Here. Gonna copy that name. And then we're gonna go put it in there. Content only. Unreal Engine plugin from zip. Install plugin from zip file. This is a 2016 link though, that's quite old. Plugin Unreal Engine 4. Wow, this internet is dying. This computer is really not good at
Hi, welcome again.
streaming.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to bring.
Okay. So this guy's showing how to install a plugin. Okay. So he goes into the program file. Into the plugins. Marketplace. Copy. Puts a plugin into demo apps. And then it shows up. You must restart Unreal Editor. Alright, I guess maybe if we restart, it'll find it in here. What does this build document say? Just tells you what build it is. Okay, these are all the plugins here. Okay. There we go. Now they're loaded up. Okay, perfect. So all we had to do was restart the scene, and then we were able to get the plugins that we dragged and dropped into that folder. So let's go ahead and load up all of our Oculus plugins: Oculus VR, Oculus Subsystem, Oculus Audio. Let's type in VR. See if there's any other ones. Steam VR, we don't really care about that. LiveLink VR PN. Mixed Reality Capture Framework. Sure. No. Okay, what if we type in Meta? Meta Sound, Audio Synesthesia. What if we type in XR? Spatial anchors, OpenXR, OpenXR hand tracking, OpenXR eye tracking, OpenXR Microsoft hand interaction. Let's just load all of these. Okay. Clicked on all of them. And let's hit restart again. Okay. So we're in UE5. We have the Meta XR plugins. You must save at least one Unreal Engine level. Okay, so we have to make sure that we have at least a map. I think the VR starter should have that. While we're at it too, let's also launch the Quest platform, or the Oculus app. And we'll plug in our headset here. Go to Devices and MetaQuest Pro. Okay. General device problem, not connected. How do you connect? Okay, we'll leave that open. We'll see what happens. All right, so now we have our VR starter scene in Unreal. We have a variety of cubes, a variety of things here. Edit, project settings, and then maps and modes. Edit, project settings, maps and modes, and set both the editor startup and the game default map to the level that you just saved. Okay, so the editor startup and the game default maps are set to this VR template map, which seems fine. Today, by the way, I'm drinking an espresso, no MCT oil. Okay. Then we also need engine and input, and locate the mobile section. Scroll down and select engine, and then, okay, so here, this menu here, engine. Let me actually mouse settings. Let me make this cursor a little bit bigger. Primary location, adjust mouse and cursor size. Let's make it ginormous, just so you guys can see what's going on here. So engine, then let's go to input, locate the mobile section. Okay, so here's the mobile section. For default touch interface, select clear, which sets this value to none. Okay, it's none. the result should look like that. That's exactly what it looks like for us. None dot. Okay. Scroll down to the platform section, select Android. Scroll down to the platforms section and select Android, and there's a bunch of these here. You have Windows, Linux, iOS, HoloLens, Android. Okay, so that's interesting to kind of see, is that HoloLens is its own platform that you would export to, which kind of makes sense, right? Meta or Facebook uses just Android for the Quest, but the HoloLens, the Microsoft AR glasses, are going to be their weird own special sauce. Okay, then scroll down to the right hand side of the APK packaging section, and if necessary, hit configure now. That does, it's not there. Set the following settings depending on your target device. Minimum SDK version 29. Target SDK version 29. I don't know if I should change that. Open advanced APK packaging. Note to users from 4.6 or... Okay, actually, let's hit configure now. Platform files are writable. Accept SDK license, sure. Okay, now we're in the advanced APK packaging section. Hit the plus next to package for Oculus mobile devices. Okay. Here's where we change it. Well, the Quest Pro is not even there. Select rendering, and then under mobile, scroll to the engine section. Google Play services, icons, launch images, graphics, multi-texture, miscellaneous. I think what they're talking about is this engine section here on the left, and then we're going to go to rendering. And then under mobile, okay, so somewhere here, mobile, here we go, the first section here. Mobile MSAA, yep, multi-sample anti-aliasing, and make sure it's 4x. Okay. Use half precision, sure. Scroll down further to the VR section of rendering. Textures, virtual textures, hardware, miscellaneous, translucency, VR. Here we go. Make sure mobile HDR is turned off. Yep, it's turned off. Add additional code to the project. Okay. All right. Is there like a save, or can we just exit? I think it seems like we can just exit. Launching app on your headset. Make sure your headset is connected to your development PC by the way of USB cable. Make sure you have installed and can run the Android debug bridge. Android Debug Bridge, Android developers, Android open source project. This is a versatile command line tool that lets you communicate with a device. Enable ADB, connect to a device over ADB. Okay, can I like install this somehow? For more information, see ADB in the Mobile SDK Developer Guide. Let's go to that guide. Use ADB does not match your preferred platform. Oculus VR. Okay, here's a different guide. Plugin settings, performance settings. Okay, building Unreal from source. Rendering user experience, Unreal reference. Okay, it's just more stuff here. So we need to download the Android SDK, Android Studio. Okay. Do we need a full IDE? Is there like a limited version of this? Windows, 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 command line tools only. I think this is what we want. SDK, right here. Cool. I agree to give you my kidney. Why was it just hit play here? Okay. Nothing happened is the short answer. Edit VR spectator. Player start. Pistol. Edit VR spectator. And man, that kind of exploded our computer. Okay, here we go. Get world delta, FOV speed, FOV angle delta, scene capture component. This just seems like it gets a bunch of information, but it still seems like somewhere we probably need to connect this headset. I really don't like how it says not connected. I think we might have to general AirLink. I think it might be because I was running it in AirLink mode previously, and then whenever you do AirLink, it prevents it from doing the USB-C connection. Okay, so we have our little command line tools. Let's extract all, extract it here into our downloads folder. It's a lot of extraction going on. Okay. So we're going to get the Android ADB command line tools, lib notice. How to install these. Source, properties, source file. Oop, VS Code is opening that up. So close that. Lib, maybe go to bin. APK, analyzer, SDK, manager. Is there... How to use Android command line tools Windows. Okay, Android SDK command line tools version bin APK analyzer ADV rettrace SDK manager. SDK build tools. SDK manager list. Uninstall, install licenses. In the Unreal Engine editor, click beside the launch icon to open options for launching on a device. Okay. Launch this game on this Windows device. Is there advanced settings? Okay. Not there. From there, select the device you want to deploy to. Well, it's not super useful. Let's put our headset on and see if we can figure out how to connect to it here. This is going to be difficult. Sorry guys, I wish I could stream what I'm looking at here on my device. I'm just going to go into the settings here. And go into the Oculus settings, Quest link. We're going to launch the Quest link so that it's connected. Okay. Now let's see in our devices. All right, it is connected. We are in our Quest and we are in the home library. Okay. Let's type in Unreal Engine into the actual App Store. Maybe there's like a weird plugin. Nope. Okay. Store, social, notifications, settings, home, desktop, avatar editor. Okay. We'll just leave it at that. We're in our Airlink home. I don't know exactly what that is, but or what exactly that means in the context of development. Okay. Let's close out of the editor preferences. Maybe it showed up here. Okay. So if we go to the Windows PowerShell, okay, ADB does not even exist in here. MetaQuest Developer Hub overview. What is MQDH? MetaQuest is a standalone companion tool. The problem is I feel like these are old. Okay, it seems like we need an actual version of ADB here. ADB for Windows Quest. What are Oculus ADB drivers? With the folder, it's a .inf. Okay. .jar. If only there was a fucking README in this thing and we could figure out what this is. Like, what the hell is a Windows batch file? Why is Windows so dog shit? Unreal Engine 5 Quest Pro. Quest Pro in Unreal Engine 5. This is literally our stream. We got an article here. This is the article where they were looking at Lumen and Nanite. Okay, this is some random garbage here. Okay. Oculus Quest Quick Start. Unreal for VR Development Basics. Okay, it actually looks like our Oculus app somehow closed. Okay, that's not good news. Let's get back to our Oculus app. Okay, we're still connected. Settings, payment, general. Enables runtime features such as OpenXStar, which require, okay. Okay. Sure. Restarting Oculus will reboot all your Oculus software. Okay, sure. Okay. I think I caveated this beforehand, but there is a chance we can't actually get this working. So in the meantime, we're going to kind of explore this scene, see what happens here. So we do have a variety of different, couldn't find your headset. Please connect it. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of the shields. So turn it on. Okay, looks like it's connected now. Okay. Take it off. All right, we took it off. Still, the VR preview, play this level in VR is grayed out. So, Unreal Engine, play this level in VR, grayed out. Which means your HMD, first make sure you followed all the setup steps. Make sure the Oculus runtime is installed. Let's not open that. Connect it with Airlink. Okay, what else do we need to set up here? Close and then open. Okay, so maybe we need to close this and then reopen it. Let's go back to Epic Games Launcher. We'll launch the Unreal Engine. Gonna start the VR starter. This might end up being a huge fail, guys. If we can't get this working in kind of an hour, I'll just kind of spend some time by myself, see if I can get it working, and then do a stream where I actually just run through it. Okay, let's see if it's automatically there. No, it's not there. Okay, mobile preview. Platforms. Android. Refresh platform status. So enable the Meta XR plugin. So maybe we just have the outdated ones here. File, edit, plugins. Yeah, there is no Meta XR, right? The only ones we have are Oculus VR. Okay, so pair your headset. We've already done that. You're ready to join an organization. In order to develop Oculus VR apps, your developer account must be a member of an organization. You will develop your first Quest VR app under. Okay, so we need to create a new organization under the developer dashboard here. Gotta log in. You can now pin pages. Okay, sure. Shortcuts will appear there. Okay, cool, done. Let's create a new organization here. What is the legal name of your organization? Boo Boo Verse. I understand. Let's go ahead and submit. Sure. Give you all my data. Okay, there are no, since you're an Oculus developer, we'd recommend custom ADB commands. Okay, try it out. MetaQuest Developer Hub, MQDH. Okay, MetaQuest Developer Hub. Oculus for developer, now MetaQuest for developers. MetaQuest for Developer Hub. Okay, this is what we want. Easily manage your hub. Download for Windows. Okay, so there was this whole extra crap that we needed here. Download. What was the link we were looking at here? Okay. Members. Sure. Test users, promotions, store sales, legal documents. Okay, create new app. Okay, well, first of all, let's get this MetaQuest Developer Hub working here. Let's close out of Unreal real quick. Okay, let's extract here. Extract. We're okay. Now we are in MetaQuest Developer Hub. Go ahead, double click on that. These are the little face shields, by the way. You can see this is the magnet here, and then these are kind of the locator pins that allow it to kind of snap in. It's interesting, this material that they went for. It's kind of like a rubber or a silicone, but it's interesting stuff. Alright, this is still loading. Big Games Launcher. Nope, leave that closed. MetaQuest Developer Hub setup. Plugins. Go to downloads. None of that matters, okay. What happens if we create a new app? Quest through a direct link, invitation, or exact match search. We're going to call this test. Not released. App metadata submission started. Okay, so there's some kind of submission process where you have to approve. Look at all this dashboard. They allow you to promote it. You can send it. Get all kinds of stuff. Okay. Right, administrator, MetaQuest Developer Hub, install, run MetaQuest Developer Hub. Yep, that's what we want to do. Okay, should be running soon. Here we go, we got it on our desktop here, MetaQuest Developer Hub. There's something fun about saying MetaQuest Developer Hub. A/B testing, I wonder what you can A/B test. App Lab. Ads. App ads lets you promote your VR apps through Facebook and Instagram ads. Interesting. Okay. Is MetaQuest Developer Hub open yet? Okay, it doesn't look like it opened yet. Let's try to double click it again, see if it'll open. All right, there we go. Now it finally opened. The MetaQuest Developer Hub. Continue. Log in with Meta account. Create a developer account. Okay. Go ahead and close out of that. Okay, continue, sure. There's an existing ADB client. So I don't want to have these things just in my download, so let's make a folder here. New folder. MetaQuest Pro, and then let's open the downloads in a new expand, I want to go ahead and take the developer hub and the, or actually just all of these. Documents, open a new window. The Quest Pro, we're going to put all of these in here. You know, just in case, and then change ADB path. Detected ADB clients, MetaQuest Developer Hub resources, adb.exe, specify ADB client. Okay. Okay, I don't know if we actually did anything there. Meta avatars, GPU subtrace, mixed reality capture tools, applications, SDKs, meta avatar, Oculus mobile, SDK, Unity, Unreal, hand gameplay. Device manager, set up a new device. Enable Bluetooth on this computer. Enable developer mode in the companion app. Plug the headset to the computer. Okay, so we might actually have to close out of this thing. We closed out of the Oculus app. Let's go ahead and do this setup on the Quest device. I wonder if I could, nah, it's probably gonna be too complicated. Okay. Okay. What do they want us to do? They want us to go to settings, experimental, devices, storage, apps, permission, system, voice commands, developer, hand tracking, Guardian, USB connection, Quest link. Okay. Plug in and then make sure the other side. Okay, so we plug in our headset. Where is the plug? The plug is right there. Okay. Then we're going to allow. Okay, so now we have our Quest Pro. Hit done. We're going to set up new device. Check device status inside MDHQ. Okay. I'm looking at kind of account settings here. Trying to figure out why this isn't connecting. Okay, it should be connected. So open devices and printer. We have the Razer Naga LDR MTP. Okay. See some printers. Android, that's probably it. Okay. Let's see troubleshooting guide here. Okay, so we need to go to the Oculus app. MetaQuest Pro. Okay. Menu. Settings. My library. Help and support. Devices. Developer mode. Developer mode. Okay, so just so you guys can see, I went on the Quest Pro or on the Meta app, and then I went to the devices. So menu, devices, I selected the Quest Pro, and then down here, developer mode, and then I turned that on, and that activated all this crap. Okay. Put on your headset to allow access. I need to remember to stop tightening the headset. Okay, and then we're gonna always allow from this computer. Alrighty. So, I wonder if this volume still works. Let's go to the OBS. Yep, we're still zooming. So now we have the device manager on the Meta Quest Developer Hub. We can record video, screenshot, we can browser, we can ADB over Wi-Fi, proximity sensor, Guardian, OVR metrics tool, device will reboot after installation, GPU profiling, trace analysis. Okay, let's do the install, see what happens there. Drag and drop. Ooh, all right, it's going to be uninstalled, but it looks like we can install an app on there. Okay, so getting an idea of this workflow, I think the way it's going to work is that inside Unreal Engine, ADB over Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not connected. Okay, we have some stuff here. Launch. What is this? Uninstall. Let's turn on ADB over Wi-Fi. You can't even click on that. Maybe it's in the headset. Okay, ADB over Wi-Fi, now we disconnect. There we go, guys. All right, perfect. We have Wi-Fi access to our headset. Okay. What happens if we hit stop on that? Restart device logs. Okay, so now we're seeing a bunch of logs for our headset. That's good. So unscrew, put this back down. Yeah, there's a lot of logs here. Okay, so IOTC failed for device, could not get velocity. Okay, so you just have a bunch of warnings, warnings on the Wi-Fi, warnings on the Halo camera. Okay. Audio, trigger, failings, hand tracking, dumps. You can actually use regex. Face tracking, suspending IoT interface. Okay, that's kind of cool stuff. All right, now that we have that there, let's see if we can actually connect to it via Unreal Engine. Let's try this again for the bajillionth time here. Launch. VR starter. Open. Create a custom command. Okay, so you could connect to a device with different settings and save those as custom commands. We still do not have the VR preview for this. Okay. It's no good. Edit VR spectator. Is there a like somewhere there's a pointer to the actual device that we need to set somewhere? Streaming? All? collision input, camera settings, general, if we hit play, can we go on here? Is there something in the developer hub? Maybe there's a command. Yep, we're in developer mode. Okay. Okay, we're already in ADB over Wi-Fi. We've already switched to development mode, setting up USB debugging. Okay, we've already done this. Okay, now we're specifically looking at Unreal. Okay. It's not doing anything. Set up link. Already seen that. Yeah, this is the problem. We still need the Meta XR plugin, which I don't know where that is. File, edit, plugins. XR, OpenXR, LiveLink XR. Sure. Augmented reality. Virtual reality. No support page. What about a documentation page? I think that's this page. Yep. Oculus Quest, compile and package apps. Okay. Select File, Package Projects, Android, Android ASTC. Okay. So I think there's a workflow here where we don't connect directly to the had said we build the actual thing and then we just deploy it. So let's do that. File, package project. So, I mean, there is no file package product. Maybe it's part of this menu, the project settings menu. Export these settings. Project thumbnail. Why don't we actually, no. Plugins, Oculus VR. Quest. Okay, I don't know what that is. All right, let's see if we can actually just how to package project in Unreal Engine 5. Okay, so somehow we weren't on the VR starter project. Weird, but okay. No package product in file menu, Unreal Engine 5. Packaging options not showing up. Okay, so the package project is no longer in the file menu. It seems like you have to go into this platform menu here, then Android, and then go back to what they were saying. Android ASTC. Platforms, Android device manager. It's kind of cool. This is where we would see the headset, but okay. Android ASTC, use project settings, development, and package project. The SDK for Android is not installed properly. Unreal Engine, the SDK for Android is not installed properly. I recommend you take a look at this post. Okay, a bunch of dependency crap here. Okay, so it seems like you can kind of update dependencies, whatever. Let's hit continue. Browse to the destination folder where you would like your APK installed. Okay, why don't we put it right here? Let's make a new folder. We'll call it VR starter dot export. We'll put it right there. Packaging complete. Show output log. Packaging, blah, blah, blah. This might have failed. Yeah, there's nothing even there. Unable to read target info for engine. Error in pack. Feature packs. VR starter. Deprecated. Launching a project directly onto your headset. Okay. Platforms. Refresh platform status. Let's do this multi-setting here. Of the launch on menu in the main toolbar and update SDK. File, edit, project settings. Platforms, Android SDK. Location of Android SDK. Let's go into our MetaQuest Pro. Where is the Android SDK? App distribution. Performance analyzer. Setting. Program files. MetaQuest Developer Hub resources. Okay, maybe that's where we need to go. C, program files. Where's MetaQuest Developer Hub? Resources, bin. Resources, app, node modules, bin, lib. Android. Accept SDK license. Android SDK. Download Android SDK MetaQuest Pro. Windows. Android Studio SDK. I don't want this fucking IDE though. Like, can I just not have this IDE? Android material quality. Android SDK. Editor. Engine. Game. Project. Target hardware. Mobile. Supported platforms. Windows, Linux, iOS, Android, HoloLens. Packaging. Build configuration, development. Movies. Maps and modes. Description. Okay. Got our Android SDKs, or Android Studio starting up here. Hopefully that gives us the SDK. And then we can properly build this and try to run it. Alright, looks like it downloaded. Let's go ahead, let's go to our downloads. Let's install yet another tool onto this computer. Android Studio. Sure. Yes. Okay. Next. Install. We're going to close out of our thing again here. Unauthorized. Put this back here. Put this here. Installation complete. Next. Start Android Studio. Finish. Do not import settings. Okay. Android Studio. Powered by IntelliJ. Don't send. Next. Standard. Next. Select UI theme. Dark. Okay, there we go. SDK. Next. Accept. 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 Finish. Okay, this is installing all the stuff. Hopefully that, I think we might actually, it might be worth just deleting and redoing the project here in Epic. Let's go ahead and do that. If we go to our launch Unreal Engine. Let's actually delete this project. Is there a way to delete this? The fuck is this? We want to delete both of these. Okay. Now that we've deleted them, when we hit refresh here, it should disappear. Okay. Let's go back here. This is still installing. And this is the template that we're using. Call it VR starter. We're gonna wait for this to download in order to create. Let's in the meantime, we can accept incoming Explorer. Downloading. Put on your headset and allow access. Oop. Okay. What if we close out of this? Open it up again. It's not what we want. Okay, this is not super helpful. I don't know why our device is detected. Reconnect USB. Okay, this finally finished. Welcome to Android Studio. Okay, I don't really give a shit. Reconnect via USB and then authorize. Okay. All right. Got our device again. Back to Unreal. We're going to create a the starter project for VR. Okay. Cable. Okay, let's go back to here. I wonder if we have the device now. Nope, we still don't have the device. See if we can package the content. SDK is not installed. Why didn't it get this? Search Android. Nope. Android. In local disk C, maybe? Android. Let's see what errors. Loads a bunch of plugins. Creates some variables. Copies a bunch of samples. Some deprecated stuff. Invalid JSON token. Okay. Okay, I wondered. Let's see if it put it somewhere. VR Starter, Unreal Engine project. See if we can actually upload that. Documents, Unreal Project, VR Starter, this. Install Unreal Engine app on Quest Pro. Launch on menu. UE5. Where is it? Launch on menu. Select. Actor. Build. Edit. Editor preferences. Launch on. Launch on settings. Nope. What about project settings? This menu, dude. Why is this so shite? Advanced system settings. Tool. Python world partition tools. Project launcher. Validate data. Device manager, device profiles, profile, debug, build, packed automation, build and submit, navigation, select, Windows, edit, maybe under platform, project launcher, packaging settings, build, staging directory, okay, put it in here. Let's do new folder. Let's do packaged. Let's go in here, select that folder, build target, test, prerequisites, UE5, the SDK for Android. Okay, we already have Android Studio. Okay, this is what we need to do here. Okay, welcome to Android Studio. Let's open up Android Studio. Android Studio. I'm going to go to the configure plugins, projects, open. Let's go to documents and we'll just say give it the VR starter, sure. Trust project. Okay, it's kind of like a VS Code, but shitty. Okay, open the configure dropdown and click SDK manager. File, edit, edit, convert file, preview. Recent locations, code, navigate, help, Windows. Version control, SDK manager. Okay. Android SDK system settings, click the SDK tools tab. This will display a list of additional components. Check the box for SDK command line tools. Okay, latest. Click apply to download. Okay. Restart the computer. Finish. Manually targeting SDK paths. Okay. Okay, so now we need to go back to Unreal. And we're going to go to Platforms, Android, Packaging Settings. And Platforms, Android SDK. We're going to open up that. Okay. Well, first of all, let's see if it actually worked. If we can, first of all, let's see if we can see our headset. Nope, we can't. Okay. Now let's go package for Android ASTC. And we are, let's see if we get the same mistake. SDK for Android is not installed properly. Open Engines, Extras, Android. Okay, so let's go directly to local disk C, program files, Epic Games, maybe launcher, engine. There's no extras, content, programs, binaries. What about just normal program files? Epic Games, UE5, engines, extras, Android, and we want setup android.bat. Oh, that didn't do anything. Let's try this batch file. Okay. Success. Okay, studio path and SDK path. It seems like it was kind of set up. Let's see if the build works now. System cannot find the path specified. Unable to use promoted target. Okay, I think we're gonna have to unplug or restart the computer, which means that I think we're done with the stream. We're already 2 hours in. This is pretty involved, so we knew it was gonna be like this. This type of stuff is honestly the most annoying to set up. It's just installing a bunch of crap and getting all the dependencies in the right order, getting all the versions correct, and it's very difficult to know why things are going wrong, right? Because there's such a heterogeneity to the different systems. What we really need is a Docker for all of this crap, right? You should just be able to load up a development environment in a virtualized development environment that just loads up on Windows, and you don't need to be worried about installing all these different versions of things. But yeah, that's all we got for today. I'll try to get this working so we can do something a little bit more interesting, like actual game development, and then eventually getting some kind of neural radiance field inside Unreal Engine, which is really what I'm building towards here. Cool. That's all I got.